Alright, hello and welcome back to fucking VRChat. As of right now, the first one, inside VRChat, is sitting at 302 views, which is kind of crazy. I thought this was going to be a little gooberish fucking shindig that I was just going to throw up and no one's going to give a fuck about. But no, this one blew up for some reason. Fucking 302 views as of when I'm recording this. So this is just a little intro. If you don't care for it, all I'm going to explain is some things about why I'm doing this or what the fuck ever. Shit like that. So I'll probably put like a little timestamp that you can skip ahead to if you don't give a fuck about any of this. You just want to get right into the interviews and stuff like that. So if you stick around and you want to know what the fuck's going on, essentially I made this shit just because it popped in my head. I was like, you know what? Why don't I ask people how they feel about VRChat and see what happens with all that. And what you saw is what I got. I didn't think it was going to get dark. I didn't think it was going to go down that road. I thought it was going to be a funny little bit, funny little thing, but it ended up being really fucking dark and had a lot of issues and shit like that I didn't really want to dive into, but I stayed professional, or at least tried to keep the content going. I don't like want to judge anyone or make fun of things they do. I mean, obviously there's things that were touched and things that were said that I don't agree with, and people should be pretty fucked up because of those things. You know what I'm saying? Pretty fucked up because of those not great things that I've heard on here. The Black Cat is for sure the worst place to go because everyone was saying, or a lot of people were saying, the Fur Hub was a terrible place to go. But I went there first, or I didn't go there first. I went there last, and it was actually a pleasant place. I only interviewed one dude, but he was pretty pleasant. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a comment. I hate doing this self-plugging shit. I never do it ever, but I'm going to do it because people are getting their goddamn willies off. I don't know if that was the right word to use. People are enjoying it, I think, hopefully. So if you watch it and you enjoy it, be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to leave a like. Whatever the fuck. I hate doing that. You're probably never going to hear me ever say that shit again, hopefully. Because if you enjoy it, naturally you're going to like it. If you enjoy it, you're going to watch it. So that's telling me you like it. I don't need to ask you to fucking do it. You're just going to fucking do it if you enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe to... Excuse me, are you okay? Shit, that person's straight up fucking dead.
Hey, come over here.
What the fuck? Is this world giving me a fucking ad to like a gaming dating website right now? I'm about to send that to Carson. He needs it. Hey guys, how's everyone here doing?
Douglas up on my PC.
Nah, shit. Oh man, how you doing? Are you the bouncer or what's going on here?
Yeah, pretty much. I had to keep doing the screen, so... Hi, welcome to Titan's Cantina. How old are you, and if you're older than...
Am I allowed to record in here because I'm filming a documentary? Is that fine?
What's the documentary about?
It's about VRChat.
Alright, make sure to mention us. I'm the owner of this place.
Can I get you a drink, good fella?
Oh no, I was waiting for you to finish your conversation. I'm actually filming a documentary, and I was wondering if I can get you for a quick interview, if you don't mind.
Speak to my boss, Titan over there. Speak to him first, then come back.
Excuse me, boss man Titan, do you mind if I get you for an interview real quick?
Sure. Come with me.
So, how do you feel about VRChat as a whole?
It has its moments. There's a good side and a bad side, I believe.
When you say the good side, would you like to dig into what the good is here?
Good is just kind people, you know, respectful.
How about the bad side? What's the bad side?
Bad side is just people who find joy in annoying people, blatant racism, just, you know, the bad people.
If you were to recommend the worst place for me to go for interviews, what place would that be?
Honestly, the Black Cat.
He said Black Cat, so back to the Black Cat we go. God damn it. Well, how do you feel about VRChat so far as a whole?
I like it. It does have some issues though, but...
What were the issues?
Children. Children are the issues.
Just children in general, or are they doing anything?
Yesterday, for instance, they had these two girls that tried to get a guy in trouble because they had a fake age in their bio, and they got him to like look up their. They were like wearing a dress, and then they were like, "Ahaha, I got you. I'm this age actually." And then they were going around saying he was a pedophile, but in their bio it said that they were like over 18.
What was one of the worst experiences, unless the one you just told me was the worst experience?
The worst I had personally was my first day on VR, and I came here. Some guy tried to get me to go into the bathroom with him and suck him off, but I ran away.
Nah, don't start moving out. Don't start moving out. Don't start moving out. Don't start moving out. Stop playing. Hold up. Hold up.
Cyber love? Yo, let me give you some love. Where you at?
Bro, she's 13.
What the fuck are you wearing? I don't care. I like my
Leave already, bro.
Ew,
Look at you. Yo, leave, bro.
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
You're cringe. You
Bro,
need
she
to be
doesn't want you, bro, so
Spider-Man.
don't even
Look at
think
your
about it, bro.
avatar.
She doesn't want you,
I
bro.
like
Look at it.
Spider-Man. You like
Oh,
Spider-Man.
you're black, so you're
worthless. You're worthless as well, so you can't be talking.
Bro, I'm Arab. You can't be
I feel like
talking.
you're an overweight child.
I bet you have a
No,
shirt
it's not
saying,
even me.
I'm the
Both y'all
bomb.
little kids when they fucking.
We gotta go.
Bro, her?
We gotta
Maybe
go.
just all niggers sound the same or some shit.
Bro.
Alright, my game just loves lagging, bro. My game just loves my game is fucking.
You wait, he talking.
I'm
Come
on
on,
everybody's avatars, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, why are you-
I'm filming a documentary for YouTube.
was
I was
that?
wondering if anyone
Hello?
would want an interview.
Yeah, sure.
All right, man. How long have you been on VRChat?
Interview. About an hour and 20 minutes.
For that question.
In total, that's it?
Yep.
All right. So, what do you like about VRChat so far?
That's kind of hard to answer. So
up,
far,
Autumn? How you doing?
I like the avatars. I think it's a cool way to express
Looks submissive and breedable.
certain things, depending on how it's used.
Or what do you think's the worst thing so far?
First, I guess, instance that I went into was filled with somebody being predatory.
From my interviews, there was one story I heard where there was a guy that whipped his dick out and started chasing kids around with it. I heard that in an interview.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do any better, you know, because two of the VRChat devs are pedos, so, you know, they're kind of condoning it, so...
Speaking of that, you're new to this game.
If you didn't
I would
know
watch
that.
out on people for ERPing in public worlds. That happens more often than you would think.
Yeah, I
Yep,
joined a
you're
public
not wrong.
instance, and there was like
I joined one and the whole lobby had it, was having a
and there was like
orgy.
two people just going at it in the corner.
So, consider, what's the next question? I feel like we have a good range. You know, you have no time here, some time, and more time.
Well, this question is specifically for the female. I hate that it has to be like a female-only question, but do you feel like your experience on VRChat differs from the male perspective on VRChat?
Very much so. I have random men coming up, and when I had my VR headset, just men in my face constantly flirting with me if I spoke, or just talking mad shit. It's dangerous to fucking unmute in public lobbies as a female sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely is sometimes. Because I joined the lobby the once, and I was sat there and I kept muted for the longest time until I was the card czar. And then they were all like, all of them were dudes, and then all of them were like pointing at me and saying like, look, everybody frown and boo at her because she's a female, like kind of thing. I'm like,
you say one word and the entire lobby suddenly on your ass.
Exactly.
I do notice from the few lobbies that I have been in is that your avatars impact how people directly approach you in some senses. Like if you're wearing, for instance, something like I'm wearing, and you speak as a female, like the interactions that I've personally witnessed is like, okay, it's different versus you're wearing, you know, that, and it's like they want to be more outwardly approaching towards that because they feel like it's appropriate behind the screen kind of thing.
Well, I've had people approach me in this avatar before. I've had people approach me in male avatars. Avatar does matter a lot, but it's also the voice behind the avatar does matter.
Yeah, true. Like I'm just saying, like outwardly, first impact or impulse thoughts from somebody is probably going to be like, okay, I'm going to talk to this person this way because they're wearing this. It's a very non-mature, kind of like ethical way to go about things, but people do it. I don't expect everybody to be ethical on here.
You don't have a worse experience, but do either of you two have a worse experience like ever on VRChat? That like I won't ever forget that. It was so bad.
Do you want a list? Sitting in a corner with my friends chilling out next to a mirror or something, having a casual conversation. And this was back before you could hide people's avatars, so you just saw things constantly. I had people come in and out of a world with avatars with male parts and just shove them in your face and then run away. It happened more times than I can fucking count.
I mean, in the month and a half I've been on VRChat, I've had several experiences that have been like questionable and like what the fuck kind of thing. Like I was wearing a female character, and a dude just like straight up came up to me and like started like feeling the avatar up, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he just stood there for like a second staring and then ran off.
My final question I got for you guys is, if I were to go to one world and you guys were like, don't fucking go there, what world would that be?
Just Speak Club.
God damn, let's try this fucking place, I guess, man. Fuck.
I'm very drunk, so please, like, take mercy on me. Don't, like, embarrass me on the internet.
No, I'm not. No, I won't embarrass you or anything. Like, all right. So, what do you guys like to do on VRChat? What are like the good things about it?
For one, meeting people. I love meeting people. I love just, shooting the shit with people. I love just talking with random people, getting to know people. Sort of having a little bit of a connection with some people, because like.
What are you doing, brother? What are you doing?
I'm answering questions.
You should be trying to get some pussy.
Oh, believe me, I will get that later.
Alrighty then.
Warm-blooded human being. I do enjoy the occasional drinking in VRChat and ERP in VRChat because, like, it's so fun. So one of the worlds in particular I would suggest people who don't want to engage in horny activity stay clear of is a place called Shangri-La 2 Public.
I'm filming a documentary thing for YouTube about VRChat. Would anyone like to have some interviews? If not, don't worry about it.
Yo, did I see you the other day?
Or audio being in any media.
We're in a public world, so I'm allowed to, actually.
Did you read the new TOS?
What? I'll be okay.
You're no longer able to do that stuff in public lobbies without consent.
I got blocked. It's my first block. But have we seen each other? I don't know if we've seen each other or not.
Yeah, I had that one person like dancing on me. Well, you know my answer, man.
I do.
It's a fucking cesspool.
Alright, so how long have you guys been on VRChat?
About 2 years now.
4 years.
2 years, 4 years?
Damn. Yep.
Not even a year.
How do you guys feel about VRChat as a whole?
This is what it's all. It's a bunch of grown men that talk about their jobs, and they're just flirting about his boobs and the woman parts and the PP parts. It's just weird. This game's not it. This game's not meant for children. Activity.
Oh my god.
First.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also. Grown-ass men come talk to me and be like, "Oh, you're young? Oh, that's good. I like young girls."
You just don't like furries as a whole, or have you like had a bad experience with them, or what?
I did
bad experience
a bunch.
with them.
I had a bad experience.
Yeah, a lot of bad experiences with them.
I don't know. When they start
Probably
barking at me and saying that's
Stop.
communication, I don't feel
Stop.
good about that.
Stop. Bro, when they bark, that shit is so weird. That shit's corny, bro.
Well, what was the bad experiences you've had? You said you've had a few. What were they?
Furry. It was like a transgender furry. I think they liked me, and it got me feeling weird, so I just blocked them and spam reported them.
So I was walking in Montreal, and a furry came at me and was like, "Can I piss on you?" And then they started barking at me, and I really didn't like that.
They think they're the main character, so they just say a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. They say a bunch of bullshit and just they just don't stop. You'll never win with them. You'll never win, all right, ever. And then they're like trying to make you question your own sexuality or something. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Oh, I don't like when they force their sexuality on me.
Besides the furries, what is the worst thing you've either seen or experienced on VRChat?
I'll go first.
Happened last night.
Happened not too long. Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah,
not too long ago.
I lost all hope. I already didn't have a lot of hope for this game when I first got on it. I've completely now and guaranteed lost every hope for this game because like 3 days ago, some guy. It was me, him, and another friend of ours. We were talking to someone, and some other guy came around, and long story short, he showed some gore. He showed gore. Yeah, and
No, can you define gore? What do you mean by that?
Ronnie McNutt, you know the video?
Yeah.
Guy with the shotgun?
Yep.
Yeah, literally showed the whole thing, not even joking. That shit could fuck you up mentally.
So my final question for y'all is: if you were to recommend me to one world to not go for interviews, what world would it be?
Definitely this.
I mean, definitely not this
Bro,
one. Definitely not this one.
I was thinking that one.
The VRChat home, like the original home, like that just.
Oh yeah, no.
No, like I'm not joking. Like I seen a pixelated penis, bro, and that shit pissed me off. I'm not gonna cap. Like it actually ruined my whole mood.
Excuse me, were you the guy upstairs being called weird?
Man on the way. What the hell? Fucking doing me, boy.
Excuse me.
You smell real good, boy. Oh, god damn.
I'm just filming a documentary for VRChat. I was wondering if anyone would like an interview.
This full body thought he would.
What? Sure, might as well, I guess.
All right. Well, I was gonna say, don't let them pressure you into doing it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not gonna force anyone to do it.
Nah, it's all good. I'm normally chill, so.
Did you film this
All right,
one
man. So my first question for you is: how long have you been on VRChat?
I've been on since.
I mean, I'll
January
fuck
year,
the
so
shit out of you later,
roughly
but
like a year and like a couple months, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I'll put
Not
my
incredibly
dick
long,
so
but a
far
decent amount
inside
of
you on
time.
VRChat.
What are some of the best things about VRChat in your opinion?
I'll fucking warm up your insides.
If you were to say what one of the worst things of VRChat, what would that be?
Pedophiles.
Oh, like.
I hear that one a lot.
So
I hear that one a lot.
pedophiles. Oh yeah.
What's one of the worst things you've ever experienced on VRChat, or you've heard or seen?
I guess mostly just like pedos, because I had one like fucking like on me 24/7, but then I finally like was like just I'm gonna block them, all that stuff. Like at that time I was either 18 or 17, and like they were like trying to hit on me and all this and do all like the nasty stuff when they were 31, which was wild.
Final question for you: if you were to tell me one world to never go to for interviews, what world would that be?
Oh god, I bet you get this a lot, but Black Cats or just Club B, because just Club B 3 or whatever now it is, it's full of just European people, and the Black Cat is just chaotic and filled with children, even though they shouldn't be on this game, considering there's avatars that go legit naked, and if they're even under the age of 13, they shouldn't be on VR in general.
Let's see if I can try and get one more interview. One more. So I'm filming a documentary about VRChat on YouTube. Does anyone want to do interviews? All right. So how long have you been on VRChat?
I can do whatever you want.
I want to say a year or two. You know.
What are some of the worst things about VRChat then?
The children. Yeah,
community, the children.
Too. Yeah. The children.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Everyone in this game, including myself, I have to say, has some sort of fucking issue or problem wrong with them that they have to put it onto somebody else. You oftentimes find people in this game trying to be, no offense, overly sexual or just I'm a dumb, like,
that's just
we
the
get
furry
it.
community though.
You want pixel dick. That's not just the furry community. It's every fucking person I ever run into in this game. Like every time I join up in the lobby, it's you're bad.
Wow.
It doesn't. My sex position in bed does not concern you, or does it matter to you? It's nothing that you should be interested in.
I'm just trying to.
So it's true. People are really sexual in this game.
So the community overall is overly sexual, but what about the children? Are the children part of that community, where they do weird stuff like that?
The children, the children just run in here and use slurs and act annoying.
I'm gonna be $150. I don't believe anybody that's under the age of 18 should be in the furry community because how over-sexualized it is. Like literally, what is a furry's main joke? You're a bottom.
Yeah, and it pisses me off. And it's so normalized by other furs that like, this is an acceptable thing. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking bitch.
All right, my next question is, what?
Hey man, like
if you were to recommend me one place to never go to for interviews, what place would that be and why?
Play through your mic.
Black Cat. First people.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, e-boys.
E-boys, just in general.
E-boys. Just, yeah.
Is it because they like try to make advances, or they just like fool themselves? All the above. What is it?
Because they try
Okay.
acting like they're good at insults
So-
and shit. And pathetic.
So basically, right? I'm gonna say it how it is. I'm gonna tell you my whole background, right? And you're gonna think this is fucking cringe, right? So basically,
I'm respectful.
Furries, yeah, furries are fucking degenerates, like they're degenerate pieces of shit. So me, I came from Rust. Ark, Apex. Now I play that competitively, and when I first hopped on this game, right, I was always been a furry, but I never realized how many people are so delusional. Like I don't know what it is about the VRChat community and the amino community, or just all furries are kind of just fucked in the head. Like, I don't mean this in any disrespect to any furries here.
I've been around both of them. Neither of them are better or worse.
They're pretty bad. Like, my main concern about most furries in this community, a lot of people, which is kind of fucked up, wait until furries turn 18 and then they go for them, even though they knew like 2 years ago they were 16 and they knew them back then. Like, it's fucking crazy. That's our biggest issue in the community that I fucking hate.
You weren't interested in them a month ago when they were 17. Now that they're 18, yeah, let me just have a piece of that ass. Shut the fuck up, you fat.
Right?
Is this common?
Isn't
like,
that
super
so
common?
weird? This is common in the furry community. I'm not even joking.
This is common in all of the fucking communities in this game, actually. Not just the furry. I've been around them all. I've been on this game for 5 fucking years. I've seen it so many times.
When I first came on the VRChat, even though I was a furry, I was bullying a lot of the furry. I was in like the gang monkey scene and like all that shit, just to bully furries because how fucked up they were. And then then I calmed down, right? I calmed down. Like, now I'm trans. I'm going through like all this other stuff. But what is different between me and other furries is I don't make it a fucking personality. I don't go and start every conversation with, "Hey, I'm trans. My pronouns are Nick and her. I mean, my pronouns are fucking she and he," you know, whatever. Like, that's why I see like most, like, literally the trans community is pretty fucked because a lot of them are not serious about it. Like, even though they say they are, they're not serious about it. Like, you don't make it a personality. Just go through your life the way it is. Like, just be yourself and be happy with yourself. Don't try to get validation from everybody else. It doesn't make any sense.
The LGBTQ community and the furry community, do they go hand in hand together in a lot of stuff, or is it separate entities? Okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of gay furries.
It's literally like if you join the furry community, because I used to be straight, right? I used to be like straight and like used to be all this type of thing, and then like I would tell furries that I'm straight and they're like, "No, you're not straight, we're gonna turn you gay." And it's like,
they do that
what?
with me too, because I'm straight.
What? It's like, what? No, leave me alone. It's like, she's like Strictly Dickly, and like I was like,
Strictly
what?
Dickly.
I don't know what I don't like about this community. There's a lot of things going wrong with it, and I think like it's really affecting our community, and it's kind of like super
They say
cringe.
it's accepting, but it's not really.
It's not accepting if you're straight.
It's the
I don't really give a fuck.
I know it's pretty overwhelming. If you want some actual answers from someone who's possibly more intelligent, that sounds narcissistic as fuck.
How long have you been on VRChat? You said 5 years?
5 fucking years.
And what brings you or keeps you on
Too
VRChat?
long. There's very few people that keep me on this game that give me some fucking hope.
How
I'm
do they give
pretty
you hope?
on and off of it because I have work and a lot of renovating stuff to do as of recently.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of finding out that like it's not all that. It really, people turn this into their whole life, and it's not healthy. I have a life outside of this, right? Hey, this VR chat is just an insignificant part of your life. It shouldn't be your whole thing, right?
Yeah.
People use this as a coping mechanism, and then they forget what reality is.
Instead of dealing with the true issues at hand, they just bury it in VR chat. Yeah. All right. All that being said, what are some of the good aspects of VR chat in your opinion?
Okay, so the good aspects of VR chat, yes, it's very good for socialization and meeting new people, but there's always a double-edged sword to that, even when in real life situations, you know? With these people, there comes bonds, relationships, such as friends, lovers, or FOB, friends with benefits. I call it FOB. You know?
Yeah.
That's
what's the O
common
stand
in this
for?
game, actually. The what?
You said it's FOB, friends with benefits, but wouldn't it be
friends
FOOB
with
or FWUB?
FWUB. That would be pretty funny. You can meet some pretty interesting people, and everyone comes from a different story, different background, and it's interesting because you can look at what you have and just be grateful or feel bad, you know.
Yeah, it seems like the end all be all of VR chat is a lot of people always go back to the predatorial stuff that happens all the time on here. Since you've been on here 5 years, is that what you see the most out of everything?
That's the worst thing that I experience in this game, honestly. It's so fucking sickening.
All right, well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, so my last question for you to be is, if there's a person about to join VR chat, what would you tell them? Would you tell them not to do it, or would you give any tips or advice? What would you say?
My piece of advice, if you want to get into VR chat, I'm not going to tell you, hey, don't. Because if you want to, do it. But the thing is, stay the fuck away from, like, toxic people. And you'll know if they're toxic. Well, actually you won't if you get close. And they don't. Yeah. But I would say, just stick to yourself. Pick and choose your friends very fucking wisely, because they can't be problematic. Always stay on orange and hang out with those that you want to hang out with. Because if you don't, then you're overwhelmed and people cause issues. The younger generation, the 13-year-olds, the 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds, up to 17-year-olds in this game, don't be friends with people who are above 22. If you're in that age range, just don't. It never ends out good. If your video gets any sort of views and you include me in it, I'm gonna have a lot of people on my ass about what I said, and I honestly don't care. You take it easy, man.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for giving me your time and allowing me to answer some questions, dude. Appreciate it.
Of course.